I welcome you all to this wonderful lesson. This is a wonderful lesson because this is where I'm going to explain all the stages. Okay, make sure that you get the concept of this lesson. For you to solve other questions, you need to know the concept. If you know the concept, I believe you can solve all the possible questions that you might be given under a quadratic equation. Okay, so this question comes in your paper 2 as 5 marks. Okay, it comes as what? As 5 marks. So make sure that you pay attention. 5 marks is more than enough to make you pass your GCE exam, or rather your internal exam of G12. Okay, so what we are going to do first, so the question is saying solve the equation, that equation, giving your answer correct to 2 decimal places. So now, how do we go about it? The first thing that we're supposed to do is to copy the what? The equation. So this is 3x squared plus 13x minus 7 equal to 0. So that is our equation. Okay, so now the next thing that you're supposed to do, make sure that you remember the general equation of a quadratic equation. So the general equation of the quadratic equation, it says that it is ax squared plus bx plus c is equal to 0. So this is where a quadratic equation is coming from. So this is where a quadratic equation is coming from. So now, this x squared is here, x is there, and c is just this a constant number without any letter. Okay, so now what you need to understand is that these are called what? They are called coefficients. So now you might be wondering, what is a coefficient? A coefficient is a number attached to a letter. A coefficient is a number attached to what? To a letter. So what is a number attached to letter x squared? So the number that is attached to letter x squared, it is 3. Okay. The number that is attached to letter x is what? It is 13. Okay. So now this is a constant. We call it a constant. It is a number without a letter. So this is it now. Okay. So now you know what a coefficient is. It is a number attached to a letter. Okay. The next step. So make sure that you are paying attention for you to be able to solve other questions. Okay. So now what you're supposed to do, you know that a is what? Is 3. Okay. So a is what? Is equal to 3. Then b, this is b is attached to letter x. Okay, so b is what? Is 13. And c is what? C is just 7, negative 7. Okay, c is negative 7. So make sure that you are able to do this, then you are good to go. All right, so this is actually 5 marks. Just imagine 5 marks. So let's dive directly into solving the equation. So now you need to know the formula to use. Okay, so you'll be given a list of formulas in your exam, and the formula that you're supposed to use is this formula. Okay, have you seen it? So that formula, it is the one that you are supposed to use. So now what you're supposed to do is to copy the formula. So you copy the formula as what? X is equal to negative b, positive or negative, root of b squared minus 4ac over 2a. Okay, so make sure that this over, the division sign, it should come from this side. Okay, from this side where the equal sign is beginning from, meaning that it is for everything. So don't make a mistake to say it is like this. No, you find the wrong answer. Make sure that it comes from here. Okay, so now from there, after copying the formula, what you are supposed to do is to substitute what A is in this formula. So where there is A, here where there is A, you're going to substitute 3, or you're going to replace 3 where there is A. You're going to replace 3. Then where there is B, wherever you are seeing B, make sure that you put what? You put 13. Wherever you are seeing C, you should put what? -7. That is what you're supposed to do. All right. So we just do this, then we start solving. So we are going to say x is equal to the negative, what is our b? What is our b? You know that our b is what? It is 13. So you just put 13 there. As simple as that. Positive or negative, then root, okay? Just copy as it is. So our b is what? It is 13. So you just put 13 to the power what? To the power 2 minus 4, that is a. You open the bracket, what is a? A, it is what? A, it is 3. So you put 3, open bracket, what is our c? Our c is -7. -7. Okay, so make sure that you are doing this. Okay, what is our a? Our a is what? Is 3. So that is what you are supposed to do. Our a is 3. So I just did this. Where there's a, I just put a 3 there. Okay, so make sure that you write these, meaning that what I'm doing right now, I'm writing all the steps for me to get the full 5 marks. So make sure that you write all these for you to just get your full 5 marks. Okay, so that is it, what you're supposed to do. So now the next step is to punch what you have in your calculator. You punch in what you have in your calculator. Okay, so this is where people make mistakes. Okay, this is where people make mistakes. So what you are supposed to do, make sure that you follow the steps. So what you're going to do is x is equal to, so now what you're going to do is to start with what you have here. Okay, so you get the square root of this. So we are going to copy this. This is negative. There is a negative, so this is negative 13, positive or negative. All right, then you deal with what is in the bracket, or what is in the square root. So what is the square root of 13? 13, that is 169. Okay, so 13 squared, you're going to have 169. 169. Okay, so that you just make sure that you do the square of this. Okay, that is what I've just done. Then from here now, you say, you copy it together with the negative like this. Just punch it together with the negative. So you say -4. Okay, -4. Then you open the bracket. Okay, open the bracket, 3, close the bracket, open the bracket, -7, close the bracket like this. Okay, then punch it on your calculator. It will give you that number. So make sure that you put it, this is a positive number. Okay, that is a positive number, positive 84. So you write it as positive 84. Okay, make sure that you do this. So here we are saying 2 multiplied by 3. 2 multiplied by 3, you're going to have what? You're going to have 6. As simple as that. Okay, so that is what you are supposed to do. Okay, so that is what you are supposed to do. So the next thing that you can do is to add this 169 plus 84. 169 plus 84 is what? So 169 plus 84, you're going to have 253. You're going to have 253. That is your answer there. Okay, so let's create some space. let's create some space up here. Okay, so let's create some space up there. All right, here we are. So what we are supposed to do, we said that we have added 169 plus 84. It has given us 253. Okay, 253. So we are going to copy this, then here we just put 253 under a square root. So we are going to say we have x is equal to negative 13. Okay, so it's negative 13, positive or negative, then under a square root we have 253, then over we have 6. That is what we have here. Okay, that is what we have down there. Okay, so we are here now. So make sure that you are writing all these steps for you to get the 5 marks. Okay, so now what you are supposed to do next is you separate these. Okay, you separate this. As you see here, there is a positive as well as a negative, positive and a negative, meaning that there are 2 solutions here. So there is a positive and there is the one that has a positive here and the one that has a negative there. So what you need to do is just to copy this. So you're going to say x is equal to negative 13. You get the one that has a positive, you just say positive, then root of what? Of 253, then over 6. Okay, or you say this, you say x is equal to negative 13. Then here we got a positive, so we are going to get what? A negative, minus, then what follows is the root. Okay, what follows is a root. 253 divided by 6. Okay, so these are the 2 solutions that you have. Now you can punch these on your calculator to find the answers. Okay, you can punch these on your calculator to find the answers. All right, so what you're going to do here, people make mistakes, so make sure that you pay attention. So what you're supposed to do is to punch this first. Okay, you punch that first. Okay, don't involve this 3, or I mean this 6. So don't divide by 6 first. So what you're supposed to do is you say negative 13 plus root. Okay, negative 13 plus root of what? 253. Okay, that is the answer. That is the answer that it is giving me. All right, then that is when you can divide by what? By a 6. Okay, that is what you're supposed to do. So my answer is giving me 0.48. So it is giving me x is equal to what? 0.484328953. Okay, so now remember, coming to this question, it has said that giving your answer correct to 2 decimal places. Correct to what? 2 decimal places. Now, what is a decimal place? So a decimal place is a number after a decimal point. Okay, a decimal place is a number after what? A decimal place. So the question is saying 2 decimal places, meaning that 2 numbers after a decimal point. So what are those 2 numbers after a decimal point? There's 4, there's 8. Okay, and then if this number is above 4, meaning that it is 5 going up, you get a 1, you add to the 8 there. Okay, so the 2 numbers after a decimal point there, 4 and 8. So you write your answer as x is equal to 0.48. So that is your first answer. Are we together? That is your first answer for the quadratic equation. So again, you come to this other one, you punch it as negative 13. So now here there is a minus. You say minus, okay, minus what? Minus a root, okay, a root, then 253, say equals, okay. After finding that answer, then you divide this 6. Divide by what? By 6. So this is the answer. So it is saying that x is equal to negative 4.8176, okay, 7662287. So make sure that you write this, because this will give you a 1 mark after writing this, okay. So don't just go direct and find this answer. First, you need to write the answer so that they know where that 0.48 is coming from. So now you need to correct these to 2 decimal places. So 2 decimal places, I said that a decimal place is a number after a decimal point. So what are those numbers after a decimal point? We said that it is 8 and what? 8 and 1. But since this number, it is greater than 4, meaning that it is 5 and up, going up. So this is 7. We are going to get a 1 from 7 and add it to this number. So meaning that our answer is going to be negative 4.8. When you add 1 to another one, we are going to have what? We are going to have 2. So this is the final answer. Okay, so make sure that you follow for more, and if you want online tuitions, okay, you can WhatsApp me or give me a call on 0975 334778. I'm tutor Patrick Divine. Thank you for watching.